Hey, folks. Welcome to another episode of Mark Isaac Potter Presents. We're visiting today with Michael Peterson, who's a lovely young man. We're going to find out about him and his business. Michael, tell us a little about yourself, or you can continue that piece of banter. How was my week? Yeah, it's all right. It goes up and down.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, in my life, typically things go way up and then they go way down, and like that.
Oh, you got to find a better balance in life.
No,
So you
no,
don't have.
I'm 100. I grew up with Abraham Lincoln's father. I'm not. I'm not doing a better balance at this point. I just live with what I got. But
Oh,
anyway, tell us about your
well, I
company
learned.
and
I've learned.
yourself.
I've learned also in 39 years of business to I learned how to balance things better in my life, and so
Did you?
um,
Okay, well,
yeah, it makes a big difference. Putting in the time and the hours and the focus, of course, is
yeah.
staying on more of an upper positive.
Hmm.
Again, positive thoughts bring really good outcome in your life and your business.
Are
So
you a law of attraction person or?
no, no, never like that. So that's all bullshit. But my point is that
I wouldn't.
just taking experience is that you
I wouldn't
have
have
to.
gone that far, but I do have
Yeah,
some
it is bullshit.
skepticism
But
about
my point is you got a choice every day. And when you wake up, what's your choice? What is your
Yeah.
choice?
Well,
So my choice again is, being completely focused and trying to stay as healthy as we can, eat well, exercise every day. And um, and it really, when you do that, it's going to build the endorphins. It's going to build, more testosterone. It's going to build things where you can have a better memory. But yeah, I've been in business 39 years. Next month, it's going to be great. 10th of next month. Um,
okay.
I have been my degrees are in finance and in marketing and philosophy. So um,
Geez.
yeah,
Okay.
got my doctorate in philosophy, master's in business, and I learned years ago, just continuing of education, taking classes every 3 months. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, taking one class every 3 months online. It's free.
Were you ever in the military?
No, but my point that I look at with business and the issue that I have found in business today with small businesses is that they're pretty ignorant today when it comes to
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
are
yeah.
they have
Yeah,
no
no, I
knowledge.
I
They have
totally
no
agree.
knowledge of accounting. They have no knowledge of
Yeah,
business principles. They have no integrity.
right.
They don't know how to run a business. They don't know how to increase their business. And they're fighting it every day just to survive is because of their lack of knowledge. And that's why you can go online right now and you can take a business class basically free. And
Yeah,
really, you got to continue to evolve, right? With
right.
knowledge in business. And one thing that I chuckled at, and the news media ridiculed him pretty bad, but Joe Biden said one positive thing in his 50 years of he's a criminal, but he was a pretty good criminal. If you look at it, he's a pretty good criminal. If you look at it, well, he is a criminal. Come on, you can't deny it. But here's the
Oh, I
thing that
can't deny it.
the thing
Okay.
that he is a criminal, and most of them are. But he skated through that criminality. Now he's skating through it now, saying, he's got cancer, which he doesn't. This is a whole thing to get off that auto pin, all that kind of crud. But here's the thing that I look at what he said. He said this, and he said, listen, the reason why black people in business don't succeed, this is what he said, I'm quoting him, is
Mm,
because they don't have an accountant. Well, people ridiculed him and I started to laugh. But it's just not black people, but it's people in general that have business that don't have an accountant. Because if you don't have an accountant that's doing the right thing for you, how do you know where you're going to be? So it kind of makes sense. It's true though. Part of that's true with that, but again, not just an accountant, but structure of your business plans. And when I work with people in marketing, and the first thing I'm going to ask you this, where's your business plan? Well, I don't have one. Have a nice,
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done. Sorry. I don't want to do business
Got
with you.
it.
Because if
Okay.
you're not focused on growing your business, you got the wrong guy to work with. Honestly, you got to be focused. So that's again what no, I don't have time for nonsense. I'm a no nonsense person. 39 years. If
Yeah.
you want to see what your business can do and where it can go, then you need to learn that. So our company, New Digital Marketing Agency, again, I've been around 39 years, digital 15 years. My all my knowledge came from education, understanding it, the workforce that I have here, that have trained myself. I have from the people that are here, our top people from PHP experts to our digital experts. These aren't people that are over in China or these people over in Brazil or over in a third world country. These people are right here. And so I look at bringing a team together. And as I brought the team together, I had to make sure that they were smarter than me in their area, right? When coders, designers, and these types of things have to be smarter than me. Okay. Now I'm a pretty smart guy. So when I look at what they're doing and I challenge my team and what they're doing, they care. And I think that's another issue. And they're really well educated in their field. So when we bring on as an agency, a lot of people in the medium and high business really do understand agencies versus just a marketing company. An agency pulls together people in house, right, that work within their own department that are experts in what they do, right? So I don't have to go out and outsource that. I learned this a long, long time ago from a great man called Tony Robbins. You know who Tony is, right? Okay.
Of
And
course.
Tony Robbins grew his business, tremendously, right? I mean, oh my gosh, over a few years, about 8, 9 years ago, his business was stagnant. It wasn't going anywhere. And actually it was starting to slide scale down.
Mhm.
And he realized that it was the people he hired weren't smart enough to take him to the next level. They
Oh.
weren't, they limited themselves to take that business to where he needed it to go. So he had
Mm.
to get rid of people, family people, okay, and
Mm.
bring in
Not
experts.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is easy. You're fired. See how
Yeah.
easy that is? So we'll find another job, we'll ruin someone else's company. But my point is that if you're not in continuing education and continuing to learn what's going to happen, what's going on in the market today, you and I remember when the internet came out, right?
Mhm.
We remember, okay?
Yeah.
People are shocked that some of you I talked to that I remember when the internet came out. I remember when the computers came out. I remember all of this. I remember on the Today Show, and Brian Gumble asked, "What is this internet thing?" Okay. Well, Jeff Bezos explained it really simple. He said, "I'm going to have a company that I'm going to be able to sell everything by people online, and they'll be able to buy that. You won't even have to go to the store." And Jeff back then was talking about Amazon, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so again, we've seen what happened with that. And so when you can take and say, hey, this is what's happened with these companies online. If you're not online, if you don't have a right website, get out of the business. You got to
Yeah.
get out, okay? Because you're just wasting your time, okay? So stop wasting time. Start being serious about your business to grow your business and get together with a really good agency. It's not mine, it's somebody else. But my whole thing here is that one thing that I'm looking at for you in any business is return on investment, right? So I'm going to create, maintain, and dominate the online presence for you. And I'm going to make sure that ROI is tenfold. That's what I do here. You know, when I work with clients and our team, I'm looking at when you started, and 3 months later where you're at, 6 months later where you're at, a year. Where is this going with you? How did this increase for you? Or don't pay me, because if I can't do that for you, then I can't do anything. You know. So here's the
Right.
situation. We have a really good team, and our team focuses on, traditional marketing. The print. We still do some print. We still do, some media production, and also, when it goes to online, web development crucial to that. Responsive sites, SEO sites, search engine optimization. What is that? People are like, well, what is that? Well, you do it every day. When you go online and you're searching for a bicycle part, you're searching for a restaurant, you're going to Google, right? 85% of all people go online first, 90% go to Google. Those are facts. If you're not there on the first page, you're wasting your time. I'm serious. You're just spinning wheels.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
but I say to this with anybody, if you're serious about your business, then I'm serious about helping you. You got to be serious. Okay. Now,
Got
it's
it.
going to cost so much money. Okay. Let's talk about if you look at right now to open up a 1,500 to 1,800 square foot restaurant, right? And maybe a deli or some cost you $300,000,
Mm,
300K. Okay.
mm,
Equipment, lease, and all, improvements.
mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Food costs up front. I mean, all this. And what people fail to do is they don't do any marketing. They know they're opening in 6 months. They don't gear up to that. They don't start their social media. They don't get this
Right.
buzz coming in.
Right.
And why should I go to your deli? Why should I go to your restaurant? Why should I go to your business? What do you have to offer? Okay. So these are
Yeah.
the types of things where um, when you look at a restaurant, I don't go to the restaurant every day. I don't go to that same restaurant. Maybe once a week or twice a month. Pizza maybe twice a month. So you got to keep bringing in these new people. Keep bringing in
Yeah.
these people. These people need to continue to find you, and so that's what we do here and what we do really well, very, very well. Hundreds of clients that we work with in our agency here, from building out again their custom websites, search engine optimization, social media. We look at social media. We were one of the first pioneers in the marketing industry to really help clients understand how social media is going to help their business. Ford Motor Company, they were the very first one that said, we're going to implement social media. All the
Mm.
others were like, yeah, well, whatever this fad is, right? But
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
the ones that exploded online, where the others were borrowing money from the federal government, the people.
Right.
Just
Right.
Ford didn't. So they learned, and we really brought on board how to manage and make effective your social media platform, from your Facebooks, from your Instagrams, from your YouTube. There's 4.1 billion downloads of YouTube. So people have these YouTubes, but they're not optimizing the keyword to their YouTubes.
Hmm.
Right. So if you
Yeah.
have a YouTube, you got to optimize that. Who's going to find it? Nobody. And so these are the kind of things we look at. Love the mobile design part. We build apps, from web apps to custom apps. Right. Here's the thing that I like a lot is this: when you have a restaurant, okay, bring in a professional photographer that understands how to do photos and videos on food. A guy that does a photo shoot on headshots is not the guy you want for your
Right.
food.
Yeah.
Same thing with jewelry. When you have jewelry, you have a special person that understands how to bring those diamonds in that photo or video out, because they're experts in that. So to quit using your brother and your sister and your iPhone or your phone to take pictures of your food. Let's
Right.
make it where when someone goes to your website, they're like, oh, wow, look at that, right? So
Yeah.
again, those are the kind of, you want the wow factor. So what
Yeah.
is the experience people are having when they're coming into your site? You have 5 seconds to make an impression. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So,
No, I
yeah. So,
hear
so
you.
they're going to judge you from
Yeah.
that. So you just got to really make sure you have the right video, like you're doing, broadcast. You have to make sure you have the right information. When people come onto your site,
Mm.
that they want to do business with you. Okay. And then, media buying's good. Cable's still really great. You can get 400 commercials for, a few $1,000s, 30-second spots. But streaming is just really taken off. 60% of everybody is streaming now, and it's a
Mm.
third of the cost, right? So print production, big billboards are nice, but let me explain something. If you're going to do print, you better have a call to action. You don't have a call to action, don't do print. So
Yeah.
these are kind of things that we've learned, and I've learned over 39 years, what works and what doesn't work. Okay, and so we don't have to test the market. We already kind of know what it's going to do, and work with people again, like I said, and our customers, very successful, new companies that come in when they had maybe one plumbing truck and now they got 15 or 20. Um, they listened, they understood, and they moved forward, but they did their part and they allowed the agency like us to do our part, and so
Mm.
just really growing your business. And that's kind of what we do here. We got great people, devoted people, all in-house. So I'm not outside with some XYZ company in the Philippines. We are here. And we have offices in California, Nevada, South Dakota, and Chattanooga, Tennessee. So
Mm.
I opened in Chattanooga a few years back because in the wintertime in South Dakota, 30 below, right? And here was 72. So it was kind of a no-brainer for us. And the growth in Tennessee and South Dakota's got great growth also. But Tennessee is a really great place to be. Chattanooga is a great place to be. Memphis, not so great, but
Mm.
the high crime rate over there in Memphis, and so uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think over here in Chattanooga and stuff is just you know, living in the South here and being in the South is pretty amazing. Midwestern people are incredible, and California people, well,
All right, we're gonna wrap our show. I hear you. We're gonna wrap our show. Give us your verbalize your contact information if you would like to do
Well,
so.
you can reach us at NU Digital Marketing Agency. That's NU for New Digital Marketing Agency. Um, and so New Digital Marketing Agency .com. You can reach us at local in the Chattanooga area at 423-788-6834. And what we offer for businesses is 3 audit reports, right? Your website audit, your SEO audit, and your survey audit. These are crucial audit reports for business. So we offer that for businesses who want to be serious about making changes in their company. But yeah, give us a call. Our team's here. Our sales representatives, our executives will walk you through areas and help set up goals for your company to make it more successful. That's where
All
we're at.
right. Thank you very much, Mr. Peterson.
Well,
Folks,
thank
that
you.
was Michael Peterson, the Wizard of Marketing. And we'll see you next time. Thank you, Michael.
All right. God bless. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.